Tasha just knows she can sing. Sing the shit out of understand. Anyway, hey, what's up everybody? This is your girl MissP. I hope you are doing fantastic. I am doing well. Go ahead and like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already and follow your girl on social media at MissTP90. We got to get into the Escapee. Oh my God, we have to get into it. How did I not know that Mona Scott Young was one of the executive producers of this? Okay. Real Housewives of Atlanta is coming back May the 5th. I'm excited. You know, I'm probably going to be back to talk about Real Housewives because I missed last season. Do I need to catch up on last season? Let me know down below in the comment section. Can I just jump back in? This episode is the one we was waiting for. Okay. I'm ready for it. Please excuse my aesthetic. I want to get into the meat of what we want to talk about so bad, but I got to go in order. So the sisters, the Scott sisters, they meet up, baby. So did I just poke myself in the eyeball? They meet up and baby, it is so awkward with them, and now it's still awkward. Did y'all see the live? I didn't watch the whole live, but I saw some clips of Tasha's live that she did, basically talking about her and Rocky's open relationship and also her and her sister, how we sisters, we need to get together. I mean, she is snot nose crying, okay, snotty nose, and I'm sitting here like, ooh, somebody wipe that. But in this episode, she's snotty nose crying too, so she's one of those criers where it's snotty nose. But anywho, they meet up because they're like, hey, we're sisters, we got to meet up. So they meet up at the studio. Awkward as hell. You can tell Tamika don't really fucks with Rocky because he was like, hey, meet me. And she was like, don't call me meet me. She didn't even acknowledge his presence. He said, well, I guess I'm going to go. Yes, sir. Your presence isn't needed. Have a great day. Let me go back. She did come to the show in Orlando. I mean, hugging, telling everybody, God bless you. Hi, hi, hi. And everybody's like, who in the hell is this? I'm just laughing at Tasha's strip tease with her husband and she didn't know her son was on the phone. I am gagging. Taj is one of those two that don't give a damn. I've noticed in the group SWV and the V that all of them really don't give a damn. They gonna do what they feel like doing. That's it. And there's no apologies for it. And I'm here for that. Tasha is in the studio. Sorry, I jumped the gun going to when the sisters meet up. So Tasha is in the studio. And I think her album, isn't it supposed to be coming out this week? But due to the live and all of this type of stuff and all of the allegations and all of the shit that we're learning, baby, we would all be in full support of your album, honey. Because you can say, yes, you can. But all of this mess isn't helping. Not at all. I'm sorry. The fans would be in more support of your album and your group mates. Shoot, everybody. If you weren't on some fuck shit. And I'm sorry, they can't, the way this is playing out, and I know TV be doing a lot of stuff, but the way they finagling, it looks like some mess. It just looks like she stays caught up in the mess. So back to the sisters meeting, they haven't spoken in 3 months. I said, what? 3 whole months? And y'all ain't dead, she ain't in the ground, okay? And she's not hooked up to the hospital. No, egos can kill for real. I do it too, pointing the finger, you do this, I'm gonna do that, and it's petty. You cannot do nothing being petty. Love has to prevail, and I'm actually speaking to myself, honey, and I'm petty Patricia, okay? Miss P don't stand for just, okay, petty, okay? I can go there, Kelly, but at the same time, it gets you absolutely nowhere when you could have just loved the shit out of that person and kept it moving, okay? So I feel as though, yes, your ego can get involved, but when you're mad with somebody, when you're upset and you want to be heard, you have to be able to say, okay, I need some clarification here. And granted, I'm talking about what I do. I'm not talking about nobody else. I've noticed what works for me is asking, okay, why am I upset in this moment? What is my ego trying to tell me? What am I trying to tell myself? And why am I triggered by this? And I need to let that person know, okay? And then we need to hash it out and figure it out because I don't feel like being petty with you, especially if I love you down. I don't feel like being petty with you. And to be honest, I'm really lashing out because I love you and I want you to see me and whatever I'm feeling. You get it? Boom, there it is. So that's an active practice that I've been trying to do, and it's actually really working well. Honey, when you upset, when you mad, when your ego is taking precedence, you being petty, honey, your face don't be clear. You can't sleep well, your whole digestive tract be off, honey, it's a problem, okay? So get it together, okay? You sleep better, everything happens when you get it together. 702. The sisters, they hug it out on screen. You know that snot nose hug, when you get the hug from somebody you really need to get that hug from, and you like, you can tell they missed each other, and I'm just sitting here like, this is a damn shame. And even now how it's playing out, damn shame. And from the looks of that live, honey, they still ain't good. It's not good, and it's very, very unfortunate, but I hope they get it together because like I said, nobody's in the ground, okay? We need to speak on it with all of them ready to talk. It's exactly 14 days before the show. Now, granted, I can't imagine how they're getting all of that together in 14 days. How is that possible? They're getting ready to pick the dancers out. Everybody shows up except for Candy. I am hollering at Coco and Lily. Lily was like, what are we looking for? And Coco was like, I mean, somebody who can dance. Like, I was hollering because Coco looking like, I'm just here for the vocals, okay? This is what I'm bringing to the table. I might give you so fine, so fine. He blows my mind. I'm not things you do. I'm not giving you too much. I'm giving you what you're looking for. Okay, this is Taj's arena. I don't know what you want me to do. They are correct though. The best dancer in SWV and the V is Taj, because she be giving she I'm not singing all of this shit, but I'm gonna give you the 1-2, even with the bad knee. I'm like, ma'am, you better calm down. Best dancer in Escape, yes, is Tamika. That is true. Whenever I see music videos and even live performances, she is giving her oils. Okay. Not saying the rest of them don't, but you can tell who the dancer is in the group. Taj, you better be careful jumping on in and hula hooping and shit. You better calm down and your knees about to break. Don't mess up the inventory. Do y'all want to sing I'm So Into You until you're about 75? If so, calm down. SWV, they meet at the hookah lounge, and I'm sitting here like, is somebody doing hookah? And it's Coco of all people. I said, ma'am, how are you gonna sing weak? Okay, doing all of that. This is your life though. You can do whatever you feel like. And I guess Coco's at the point in her life, she was like, honey, I can do what the fuck I want to. Even the ladies were like, are you doing hookah? It's good seeing them all together and in good spirits together, because in the past, honey, it was they started talking about how Lily's doing with her sister Hot Pussy Endeavors, and Coco on the side was like, you know what, this was bound to happen with Lily. She's very creative, but she's also very nasty, so this works. They get to the meat of the combo with weak versus understanding as the closer. Then Taj was like, I also had like a conversation with Tamika. Bravo already had that in their pocket and showed that side conversation. Tamika was like, right now it's about who is putting the asses in the seats. It doesn't matter who sold the most records right now. They are looking at the followers, and between Tiny and Candy, they have the juice. Okay, so we got to follow their lead. And Taj was like, I ain't following shit. She basically said that Candy and Tiny take precedence. They're the priority in the group and whatever they want to do. I want to say, I don't care if they got 30 million followers put together. I don't care if they have 1 billion. How can you say that somebody takes precedence over your feelings, what you have to say, and what you're going to do? That doesn't make any sense. So I did side with SWV in this one. It's like, no, I don't give a damn. Okay, it doesn't matter. Even with the weak versus understanding closer, weak has to close. I was just listening to Understanding. It's a cute song. Yeah, I like it. But, and granted, that's my personal opinion. It's not my favorite. But Weak, it's not my absolute favorite song either. But if I had to pick, I would want to hear Weak at the end. What say you down below in the comments? And nowadays, and maybe I'm a little triggered with that because that's what it is nowadays. Talent really doesn't matter. It's about how many followers you have, how many people are watching, all of these followers, and anybody who has the follower base, I mean, they the one getting the coins, and they the one getting precedence over the people who are really putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I can understand how they felt a type of way. I mean, I get it on one point because it's business, and this is the business model right now. But on the other side, I get it for the quote unquote underdog who doing their thing. They still selling records, they still doing stuff. So you can't really look at them like, we take precedence. Really? Or just do it on your own. We go to Tiny's. It is good to see Neek Neek. I really enjoyed A Family Hustle, because I enjoyed watching their kids grow up, and I'm a fan of Neek Neek. I really enjoy her. She's her own person, and I love it. I have to say, Tiny and Tip, they produce some hilarious, creative children. They talk about the Orlando show and how Tasha came and she was actually enjoying everybody. And then she told Nick, I mean, we enjoyed her energy, but I mean, we got a booking and we booked just the 3 of us. Cause I mean, she wasn't available. Ooh, AKA we still have to get this bag. Okay. Whether I quote unquote need it or not, we still have to get this bag. It was like, we don't really need this. And I was hollering because it is the truth. Candy and Tiny do not need the extra bags. But at the end of the day, why would you not get a bag when you're at your peak, when you're back? Okay, why would you not do that? So I get it, but at the same point, they don't have to do this if they don't want to. So it's really a flavor. Okay, so what else do you have to do? How are you not available? Go get that money. That's all I got to say. We talked to Lily, and yes, I so agreed with her. It is so hard being a working mom, especially when you want to be there for everything with your kid. And being that now I have a son, it's kind of like, oh my God, when I can't make a doctor's appointment or certain things, I am crushed. But I'm like, Mama got to work. If I don't work, I don't make this shmoney. Okay, I can't buy these diapers. Okay, I can't take him to everything I want to. But I so understood what she was talking about. Ooh. So Coco and Candy meet Steven to go over the set list, like to really finalize it. And he was like, we're going to start out with I'm so into you. She said, we're not. I was dying. That's something I love about Coco. You're never going to not know what she's thinking. She was like, I don't know, Steven. That's day camp. They keep going into the set list, and she was like, this is ugly and sleepy. I am tired. That's a lot of slow songs. And granted, they all have a bunch of slow songs. So what are we going to do? It's a snooze fest. And then they get to weak versus understanding, and she was like, no, we still feel like weak is the closer. And Candy was like, well, we feel like understanding is the closer. So, what we gonna do? How we gonna figure this out? Here you go, Coco. I don't know. Candy was like, boom, here's the difficulty. Here's the diva. And I was like, well, yes and no. It's really like if they just say okay, just because y'all both feel a type of way about it. It's not her being a diva. It's just like, no, this is a snooze fest. No, we're not opening up with that. What you expect? It's another meeting with the stylist. Oh my God, AKA the Magic City stylist. Because I walked in, I said, oh shoot, who's wearing what? Everybody goes through their individual style. They end with Tasha, and they were like, and Diana Ross here, okay? And I was like, why are they calling her Diana Ross? Come to find out, at certain shows, she's been changing and having her own stylist, okay? You remember when they were at the Soul Train Awards and she was in that green ensemble and everybody else was in gold? They were like, what are we doing? Ooh. Okay, so they really talk about the ending of the show with understanding versus weak because everybody is there. Taj was passionate. She was like, it's the strongest song. And I'm like, it's true. It is the strongest song. Tamika starts talking about numbers and following. And they were both saying what they said. And I have to clap for them because they were grown women about it. They weren't backtracking and saying, I didn't say that. They were like, yes, I said it's the strongest song. Then Tamika was like, but I said it's about numbers and following right now. So it doesn't matter if it's the strongest or it has the most sales. Lily was like, well, if they had that many followers, they should have sold some more records. I was dead. Then Lily felt a type of way. She was like, I don't fuck with people who downgrade people just because they don't have the followings or the records or the piano in the dressing room. And I was like, everybody was like, the piano in the dressing room. But come to find out, everybody has their own dressing room with Escapee when they're on the road, okay? And Tiny has to have a piano in the dressing room. Ma'am, you play the piano on the side, you need all of that? Where SWV was like, we all do it together. AKA, that's why they all stay getting chicks, okay? Because they not spending unnecessary money on riders. Lily was like, SWV is not Hollywood or industry. We just trying to get this bag and stay relevant, okay? I don't know what y'all doing. Y'all just got back together and you doing all of this. Honey, we've been getting checks. I was like, Tiny in her confession, she was like, look, I got the bag. So we need LEDs. We got to have outfits. We got to be looking all sexy and stuff. We're not wearing overalls on stage. No shade. But we just not coming out doing whatever. We gonna give you a show. We don't wear flats and overalls on stage. I was dying laughing because, to be honest, if you see an Escape show versus SWV, Bravo is so messy. They were actually showing them when they had the overalls on. I was dying. Then Coco was like, you know what? Y'all do y'all set. We gonna do our set because this is getting on my motherfucking nerves. I said, everybody somebody get Coco some coconut water so she can calm down. Did you take your medication today? No shade, but seriously, sometimes you don't take your meds, you a little off. Whoa. Tamika was like, wait, so let me make sure that you're saying this correctly. Like, this is a sisterhood, right? Coco was like, this sisterhood is out the window, honey. Once you went into that realm, I'm not going back. Been out the window. I said, ooh. Somebody said it's egos, it's a lot going on. Coco was like, and the ego will get your ass kicked. I was done. We roll on into another meeting with Escapee, and I'm sitting here like, what is this meeting about? We done met all episode. This is about the promoters and Rocky and Tasha doing some shady business. They getting kickback from the promoter. I said, oh shoot. Tasha was like, that's not accurate. And they were like, here's the receipts. Matter of fact, they had the folder. Tamika had went to Staples already and made coffee. She said, and here's one for you, Okay. The text really sounded shysty, okay? And it sounded like they was on some fuck shit. Let me make sure I said this correctly. I explained to my wife that you are my guy. So can you shoot me to 20,000? You already sent me 10. Stacks on stacks on stacks. The promoter then said, okay, this sounds a little shady, but I need all 4 of the ladies. I can't do nothing with Tasha alone. Yes, she has the vocals, but I need all 4. How they were getting the extra fees to get the ladies to agree to do a show. Oh, and then also in the text, Rocky was like, well, she is the one that's gonna make them listen, so let's do it. Tasha just is shaking her head. Oh, so now you mute and ain't got nothing to say. Talking about this don't make no sense. It doesn't. Would you like to look at paragraph number 18? Text number 22, 2B. Here's the proof, sis. Like, the number's right here. This is Rocky's number. Like, are you serious? She was like, but I haven't done that. If Rocky, no ma'am. When you're married, you with the shits. Okay, and I'm trying to figure out when you felt like you didn't know this. Okay, and I'm serious. Like, you knew you gotta cut her this month. Whatever my husband does, that's a reflection of me and vice versa. It's the same thing. The text said he told you about it, man. Like, come on, quit acting. Oh my God, your credibility. Ooh. It's an escape show, not the LaTasha Scott show. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Like, I'm confused. So all of the ladies had to be there. But what was trifling as hell is that you took the coin and ran off with it, didn't tell nobody. That's messy, okay? Very messy. When you know these ladies are down like 4 flats, ready to do shit because of your ass, okay? So that y'all can get some money because they don't really need it, okay? So you felt like, okay, they don't need it, so I can get it on the back end. Like, that's messy. Very messy. And now you sitting up on live snotting and shit. Don't make no damn sense. Somebody, I think it was Ashley Miller, had posted this on Instagram, and she had said how the Scorpion show, shout out to them, had said, shout out to all of them, including Forex Rocks, Bondi. They said it looked like, you remember on the Selena movie, she was my best friend. You remember how they cornered Yolanda and said, where the fam money at? You've been stealing. Then she was like, oh my God, these checks, I don't know. What is going on? I would never steal from Selena. That's what it looked like. That is exactly what it looked like. And then she want to get her phone. I'm actually recording on my phone, so I can't get no problem. She want to get her phone. Like, let me call him. And they like, call his ass. She said, hello. And I'm sitting here like, bitch, you know good damn well you was stealing. This is getting juicy. This is getting juicy. And you know, next week is the season finale. I'm sitting here like, what? We need at least 10. We need 10 episodes of this. This is only episode, are we on 5 or 6? Either way, they do the show next week. Tasha and Tamika, they go back and forth. It's going to be crazy. I cannot wait to see next week's episode. Comment down below and let me know, what are your thoughts on this week's episode? Do you think Tasha and Rocky stole that money? Let's talk about it. You think they did that on the backhand? You think Tasha didn't know nothing about it? Let's talk about it. Weak versus understanding. What say you? Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you on the next one. Peace, love, and all that good stuff. God bless. Bye.